Everyone, welcome to Comms Under 10 for July. This month we're going to be sharing again a bit of vision, a bit of information, a bit of heart, so you feel more a part of HCC and more in line with what God's doing in and through us all. This month we're just going to be talking a little bit about the school, our collaboration there, and also just sharing a bit about some key things that are going to be going on in September. As always, do feedback. Any thoughts, reflections, feedback if stuff's going well, and any questions you have. God bless. So, Warnford School. This last Sunday, you might have heard me share how the recent school production, the whole congregation stood at the end, and one of the things they did was actually give HCC a round of applause, thanking them for their contribution. So, what's all that about? And why does that actually mean a lot to us? And why is it a sign of some great things to come? Well, back in 2015, in September that year, we met for the first time in Warnford School. We moved from the community centre because we'd outgrown it. And that first Sunday, Alison Goddard, who was a fantastic part of our church then, she got up and she shared a prophetic word. And the core of that was that this wasn't our destination. We were passing through. God had a place for us, a building, and He would provide it at the right time. But we were there to be a blessing. Great word. But fast forward 8 years, and we found ourselves with no building and with no real sense of being a blessing. We just didn't seem to be connecting with the school, and that was frustrating. And we had no building on the horizon. Suddenly that year we got a couple of prophetic words from beautiful exterior sources saying God's got a building for you. And there's a real rise of faith and prayer around that. And so we went back to this word to realise actually God's provision was God's provision. He would do it. But we were there at the school to be a blessing. And so that year we had a gift day. And we'll be having another one this year. And we gave out of that gift day £1,000 to the school. We just wanted to bless the school, and we gave it to the music department. And actually the head of music actually cried a few tears as it gave that money, not realising from our end the long hard work he'd been doing to try to see the hall transformed into a beautiful performing arts venue. And then last summer we saw a new head teacher come in, and a lot of changes come into school. And stuff I think we've been longing for many years, like new toilets, has happened. And a real transformation has begun. And it has just been so beautiful to just be a part of that. And last September I was able to go into the school and just talk about the venue. And we're able to collaborate around seeing some great things happen there for the school. The main core reason changes have happened on a Sunday is for the school. Yeah, we believe there's a benefit for us. Some of you like it, some of you don't. But it's not about us. It's about having a place in the school that doesn't look like the school. And it's about the school being blessed. And so we were in on Friday last week, and the opportunity there for us to go and do PSHE lessons has opened up. And just the goodwill and the feeling together that we're here and that we are a blessing to the school, and they recognise that and they want our input. It's just wonderful when it's been something you've been longing for a decade. And the great news is then we can have a real confidence that in God's timing we carry on being a blessing. He'll provide in terms of a building, which we believe is something that's on His heart and something that's really needed at some point in our future. Just a couple of things quickly on Sundays, just to touch on. Welcome as you come in through the door. Can we really encourage you to get in as quick as you can? Why? We value talking, we value chatting, but what can happen is that entrance area, that foyer area can become a bit crammed. And we have had some feedback from people who find it really hard and tough coming to church because of that. Because they struggle with the crowds, they struggle with that sort of feeling. So can we really bless everybody by moving quickly through and getting in to church? And secondly, we're going to be trialling over the summer, just doing the coffees a little bit differently. There'll be, because there's changes in that, dining area, which means we can move stuff around. So the coffees aren't going to be on the coffee bar bit from August. They'll be across the way to try and stop the sort of pinch point as we come in. And again, to just make better use of the space. September. So this September, there are 3 key things we want all of you to be a part of that we believe are going to really kick us off in a great way in the new term and really put us in a great position together to be united. So firstly, that very first week of September, the Monday to Friday, we're going to be joining with Christians all around the world praying together. The whole 24/7 prayer initiative, we're just joining in for 5 days. We're going to be praying in the upper room. There'll be slots available all through the day. And we're going to be joining with hundreds of other prayer rooms to pray for the world, to cry out to God for his glory, for his church, for people to get saved and for miracle signs and wonders to happen. So really get that clear in your diary. And finishing that week then on Saturday the 6th at Warneford High School, we're going to just be gathering for a little thing we're calling our HCC Festival. What's that going to be? It's just going to be a few hours just to get some time together. We're going to have hopefully a visiting speaker to come and share with us, our adults. The kids are going to have a bouncy castle, and then we'll have a bring and share food. And really it's just a chance to get a bit more time together, just to hear a bit of heart, just to step outside of our norm and get blessed together. And finally, on Wednesday the 17th of September, really, really important, we're having a vision night. And there we'll get a chance to share back some stuff in terms of finance and stuff to do with trustees and us as a charity, but also to look ahead and specifically around small groups, discipleship. We want to share stuff on that, and also just to really share where we're at in terms of leadership. And so really we've been sowing into now for years. And I believe really that night's going to be key for us all to be there, to really hear. We're going to have an opportunity for you to share questions before, but also to reflect afterwards. That we can move to a place that if you're supposed to be part of HCC, that we're pointing in the same direction, going after what God wants, and ultimately to see what he wants, not what we want. We want to see his glory, don't we? And as Jesus prayed in John 12, he said, what shall I say? And I don't know what you're going through at the moment, what stuff you really need to see God break through or happen in, what things you long for to happen in your life or our church life. But Jesus there says, what shall I say? Father, save me from all this, sort it all out. No, what he prayed, Jesus, was Father, glorify your name. And that's our prayer. For all the bits and pieces, for the stuff we're getting right and we're getting wrong, for the things that are working and aren't working, for the things I like or you like or don't like and I don't like. Father, glorify your name. God bless.